So good morning to you all. We'll start with our prayers. After regular prayer, I'll chant Amba Stotram, 2 stanzas, and then the translation of it. It is because the mother worship is round the corner. So I thought it is fitting to contemplate on mother. And we have completed Gita 10th chapter. So it's a nice break. So I thought it will be fitting to offer our prayers to Mother. And what is Mother? That also we'll try to contemplate. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Hare Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanu Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityurma amritam gamaya aviravirmayedhi. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. Katam shubhe shiva kare sukha dukha haste aghurnitam bhavajalam prabalormi bhangai shantim vidhatumiha kim bahudha vibhagnam shantim vidhatumiha kim bahudha vibhagnam Mata prayatna paramasi sadaiva vishve. Mata prayatna paramasi sadaiva vishve. Sampadayata viratam tvavirama vritta. Yavai sthita krita phalam tvakritasya nitri. Same bhavatvanugdinam varada bhavani. Same bhavatvanugdinam varada bhavani. Janamyaham dhruvamidam dhrita karma pasha. Janamyaham dhruvamidam dhrita karma pasha. The meaning, as we recite the prayer, let we be protected, let we be nourished, let we strive with energy and vigor. Let our study be enlightening and not give rise to hostility. Om peace, peace, peace. Lead us to truth and not to untruth. Lead us to enlightenment and not ignorance. Lead us to immortality and not death. Let the self-manifest Atman grow in me. Om peace, peace, peace. O thou most beautiful, whose holy hands hold pleasure and hold pain, doer of good, who art thou? The water of existence, by thee is whirled and tossed in mighty waves. Is it, O Mother, to restore again this universe's broken harmony, that thou, without cessation, art at work. Oh, may the Mother of the universe, in whose activity no respite rests, incessantly distributing the fruits of action done, guiding unceasingly all action yet to come, bestow her boon of blessing on me, her child, for evermore. I realize, I know that it is thou who holdest in thy hands dread karma's ropes. Is it inherent nature, something uncreate, or destiny? Some unforeseen results, who lacking nothing is accountable, whose chain of will untrammeled grasps the laws. May she, the primal guide, my shelter be. Manifestations of her glory show in power of immeasurable might throughout the universe, powers that swell the sea of birth and death, forces that change and break up the unchanged and changed again. Lo, where shall we seek refuge save in her? To friend and foe, thy lotus eyes are even. Ever thine animating touch brings fruit to fortunate and unfortunate alike. The shade of death, the immortality, both these, O Mother, are thy grace supreme. Mother supreme, O may thy gracious face never be turned away from me, thy child. What thou art, the Mother, the All, who praise? My understanding is so little worth to where like desire to seize with hands of mine the sole supporter of the universe. So at thy blessed feet, contemplated by the goddess of fortune herself, the abode of the fearlessness, worshipped by service true, there at whose blessed feet I take refuge. She who since birth has ever led me on through paths of troubles and perfection's goal, mother-wise, in her own sweet playful ways, she who has always through my life inspired my understanding, she, my mother, she, the all, is my resort, whether my work overflow with full fruition or with none. So today we have taken the topic that is the mother worship, how we are to worship mother. As we are very familiar with the idea that Sri Ramakrishna often said, Brahman and Shakti. Brahman and Shakti. Though it looks different, but it is the same, obverse and reverse of the same coin. Brahman, when he gave example, when a snake moves and a snake is stable, not moving. So he would give that when snake is moving, it is expression of Shakti. But when he is not moving, it is expression of Brahman. So when creation happens, and creation, sustenance, and absorption. All these actions happen. That is representation of Shakti. But it happens in the same Brahman. Brahman and Shakti, not two different. It's only two expressions. Like Sri Ramakrishna gave another example, water. When it is placid, it is water. And when it is moving, it is water. But the problem is, when it moves, then it has other activities. Once Swami Vivekananda standing in Mayavati ashrama, and it was dark, and gradually dawn was coming, and then he saw that snow peaks in front of him. It is visible, like here we see Mount Hood. So there snow peaks are visible, and gradually when it was dawn was like first ray of sun fell on the peaks. He said, this is the expression of Shakti. So Shiva was lying as if inert, idle, not moving. We cannot say idle because that's also relative. But when it was not moving, and all of a sudden the sun rays fell on the peaks, and Swamiji expressed that it is like dancing of Mother on Shiva. So this is another expression, another way of expressing the same idea. In Upanishad also we find, it is said, Mayam tu prakritim vindyan, Mayinam tu Maheshwaram. The Maya, here, the Prakriti. Later it is also translated as ignorance, but different connotations. So, Mayam tu Prakritim Vidyan. So, Prakriti is Maya. Mayinam tu Maheshwaram. Whenever it is changing, it is moving, apparently change is visible, but in reality there is no change. In this world we find so many changes, but if we see from the ultimate standpoint, these changes are within it. The sum total is constant. It is not added or deducted. So it is, the sum total is the same, but we see changes. And when we see changes, then question comes, how it is happening? Then all other things that come and disturbs our mind. When today I saw a video where a terrorist is taking out, opening, the person is alive, and he was cutting that ear, and he was taking the spleen or whatever, some inner organ, maybe heart, and eating it. And some message also was being given. So this is heart-rendering. It is hard. It is very disturbing. But then, this whole world is created by the same God. How come these two kinds of things happen? Some are good, some are very happy, but some, it's very disturbing. We are unhappy. War and peace we find. It is inevitable, and it happens. So how these two can be uh, balanced or rationalized so that it is of the same creator who is doing this? In Western, that means that um, the Middle East, especially Christian and also Semitic religions, they have concept of Saturn. But in India, we don't have that concept, not concept of Saturn, but it is of the same creator who creates, preserves, and also absorbs. So it is not that two forces are working. It is the same force, but expressions are different. We can see how a few 1 or 2 years back, COVID started destructing people, even if there is no war. And death is inevitable, that we know. As life is inevitable, similarly, death is also inevitable. Then how to rationalize both? How to see it is the same God who is creating, preserving, and destroying or absorbing. It looks like such God is vengeful. So we like something and we don't like some other things, dislike some other things. So this is a constant force in this world that works. And what should be the goal of our life? So there is no Saturn in Eastern thought, like especially Hindu Dharma, Sanatana Dharma, there is no concept of Saturn. And Swami Vivekananda, he said, "And I pity the man who does not face the whole." We want to see only good, what is auspicious. We don't want to see what is bad, what is opposition. But whenever we walk, the gravity pulls us down. The air pushes us back. But this struggle, that makes us mature. That makes us stronger. If there is no opposition, if everything is hunky-dory, then man will become weak. And we can see the modern technology. With the help of modern technology, it's very easy, but it's making us weak. Therefore, in the creation, there must be both the forces. And that force, who is that force? We are to find that force. As Swamiji very rightfully said, that in your blessed hand, whose holy hands hold pleasure and hold pain, doer of good, who art thou? But ultimately it does good because of the strength that we cultivate, facing both opposition, struggle, and also a time of peace. When we struggle, we find it's very difficult. It is like burning sun. But then comes a time when we rest. But no force is absolutely good or absolutely bad. No ideal can be translated totally. to its fruition. And no idea, howsoever bad it looks like, there is something good there. So these oppositions are there when we look at it. When we look at it closely, we find these two forces are working, centripetal and centrifugal. Something is being created, something is being destructed. But both are equally important for our own growth, so that we stand in both the situations and be strong. And this way we grow. And how we grow, it is experience. As we experience, gradually it dawns onto us that these are temporary. It is not final. What is within me, that is real. So why should I be afraid of this dream, of this duality, of these contradictions? When the person is strong, then nothing can stop him. So this is the situation. Now how to go about it? So then came the concept of mother. Mother is all blessed. In our families also, it is mother who holds the family. It is mother who cares for us. But how much pain she forbear, even giving us birth, nourishing us. And also she tries her utmost to see that we grow. So the only path is to take refuge at mother's feet. So here comes the mother worship. In India, especially Bengal, this puja, this Navaratri, that starts from today. Navaratri, 9 nights, of course days are also observed. It is in the whole India it is observed like this, but in Bengal, especially from 6th day onward, Shashti, Saptami, Ashtami, Navami, Dashami. And that day, it is like victory day of mother over the Asura, Mahishasura. So there comes mythology. In mythology we find how this concept of Shakti developed. It's not mythology, it is like a key to understand the principles. In the story of, the key is the story. And how, in the beginning of creation, Vishnu was lying inert. And gradually what happened? The 2 asuras came from his ears, Madhu and Kaitava. And they saw that Brahma came from the navel of Vishnu. And he wanted to create the world. But this Madhu and Kaitava wanted to kill Brahma. Then Brahma prays to mother, "O mother." Who is that mother? Mother was covering Vishnu. That's why Yoga Nidra. That Vishnu was sleeping as it were. Yoga Nidra does not mean that he was totally asleep. He was slumbering as it were. Yoga Nidra. So in the beginning of that Sri Sri Chandi. So that prayer is recited that you are Swaha, Tvam Swadha, Tvam Vashatkara. So these are various mantras that is uttered. Vashatkara Saratmika, Sudha Tvam Akshare Nitye. You are eternal. You are like nectar. And you are in all three matras. So, and also Ardha Matra, that means what is unuttered, half syllable. There also it is you. And you are Savitri, you are Gayatri. All these have deep meaning, so we cannot go in details. And you have Tvaitat Dharyate Vishwam. You are holding the whole world. Tvaitat Srijyate Jagat. You have created this whole world. Tvaitat Palyate Devi Tamasyante Cha Sarvada. Anyway, if we go here, then it will take longer time. So he praises to that mother who was covering Vishnu. And O mother, please wake Vishnu up so that he kills these two asuras, Madhu and Kaitava, so that the creation can be fulfilled. Prabodham cha jagat swami niyatam achyuta laghu bodhascha kriyatamasya hantumeto mahasuro. And then mother leaves Vishnu, and Vishnu wakes up and he kills two demons, and that way creation starts. So this is mother worship. How we progress in our spiritual pursuit. When we grow, in the beginning we are full of ideas, full of various positive ideas, optimistic ideas. But as we grow, we find difficulties. So those difficulties, we do not like it. But ultimately, we are to find behind both difficulties and easiness, that which is the truth. And in Bhagavad Gita also, Bhagavan says, Sat Asatchaham. I am Sat, I am truth, and I am non-existent also. Whatever you see in different form, whatever you see, it is me and me alone. There we have studied in 10th chapter, 9th chapter also, we have studied in how many ways God is existing, and all of them, it is Him and Him alone. Yes.
Can we just drop back for a second?
Yes, please.
You said that there's no tradition in using equivalent to the devil. Yeah, we just talked about the Asuras and the demons. How is that different?
Okay. That idea, Asura and demon, these are good forces and bad forces. But who presides over it? That is important. Here, God opposed to that Saturn. God is opposed to Saturn, but here it is both the forces are expression of mother, but mother presides over. As in the beginning also we have heard that. Whose holy hands hold pleasure and hold pain. It is beyond both pleasure and pain, but she holds both. So this is the difference, right?
So the Westerners are more dualistic,
Yeah. So there God is opposed by Saturn. Here mother holds all these forces. It is expression of the same force in two different ways. And ultimately, as I mentioned, that when we take refuge, then what happens? Then both good and bad goes away. Sukhe dukhe same kritva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhaya yujjasva naivam papam avapsasi. See, there Arjuna was placed before a mighty enemy. And this struggle should go. And Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, what you have to do? You have to be equanimous. These things will come. Good and bad will come. You are not to be affected by that. Pleasure and pain will come. You are not to be affected by it. Sukhe dukhe same kritva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhaya yujjasva naivam papam avapsasi. In our life also we find lots of difficulties. Janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi, birth, death, old age, diseases. Even in our day-to-day lives also we find various difficulties. But these are but creation of mother, the play of mother. Why she is creating? To make us strong. Or it is her play. So, if we see this from her play standpoint, then we have no problem. In game, what happens? In a school, the same students are divided into two and they play against each other. And after the play is over, everybody comes and takes snacks in the same place. So it is, see, it's two different points. There it is eternally, they are fighting. God and Saturn is fighting eternally. But here, it is mother who provides everything and she says, okay, go and play. So both good and bad forces will work, but ultimately, it is mother where we take refuge. Yes.
Points from here. I think he mentioned that the Western philosophy is dualistic, but I think both are dualistic here, right?
No. Here we are non-dualistic,
No,
but expression is different.
No, when you are seeing evil and good, that is in the dualistic world, right? When you
Correct.
are in the non-dual, beyond the dual, there is no good, no evil, nothing, right? Only Brahman is.
Yeah. So this is like a game, a play. That's why Leela, we say Leela.
Right.
In Leela, this happens.
But that is dual. It is in the dualistic.
If you see this is real, then it is dualistic. But ultimately it comes to mother and rests there. See, snake, when it is moving, it is expression of same reality. When it is not moving, it is expression of the same reality. So when it is playful, then we find all these differences. Even very difficult to digest. If I show, I have that video, you'll be, it's abhorring. But that's all her play. What can we do? Storm comes, COVID comes, thousands and maybe 10,000s die. But witness is there. He appears as many. If you see these are real, yes, then it is dualistic. But if this question was raised to mother. Swami Vivekananda went to Mayavati and saw Sri Ramakrishna was being worshipped there. He wanted to have a Advaita ashrama where there is no ritualistic worship. But then he says, I went there and found the old man is being worshipped there. Can you imagine? He was talking about his guru and he knew that he is the best among the avatars. And he said this, the old man is being worshipped there. So then I think Bimalatmananda or some the monk, he did not agree with it. When Swamiji criticized this way, Swamiji said nothing. He knew that it's all in the play. So he wrote to Mother Sharda Devi, that Mother, Swamiji criticized this way, and Sri Ramakrishna is my Ishta and my Guru, ultimate Guru. So if I worship, what should I follow? Am I Dvaitin or Advaitin? So this is Mother, decisive. Mother said, he who was our Guru is Advaitin. Advaitin means here not Advaita. In Bengali it is Advaita. He who is our Guru is Advaita. And I firmly said, we follow him, we are Advaitin. So here, the thing is, when I am talking to you, I have to admit you. But I have to understand, you are reflection of me. You are projected by me.
But if you look at the true Advaitic philosophy in Gaudapada Karika, there is no teacher, there is
Ah,
no disciple,
so then there is no talking.
yeah,
There.
that is true.
So
No action.
that way, no action. That way we cannot interact. When we have interaction, we have this.
But you can still act, Swamiji. There is Ramana Maharishi who still acted. As long as you don't have the ego and there is no...
Right.
You can still act and be an Advait.
Yeah, from our standpoint, he acted. From his standpoint, he has to answer whether it is action or non-action. See, from our standpoint, because we see, we cannot deny it. When we see our dream, we cannot deny it. As of now, I cannot deny you. But after, say, 1 hour, 2 hours, it will pass into my dream.
No, but then you can see inaction in action. Right? That's what somebody like Ramana...
That also, say, in action, what is that?
He is still acting, but from his perspective, it is not an action because there is no ego.
That is what. Yeah. That is what. Apparently, this is happening. But if you see, okay, like this, the whole universe, it looks so much of things happening, rain and storm and whatnot. But see from ultimate standpoint, it's all energy of conservation. That means you cannot add anything, you cannot destroy anything. So from that standpoint, this standpoint, yes, we are working, right? So anyway, that's good. Yeah.
Can you see what is and what is not simultaneously, and therefore you need not negate this or that?
Yeah. In one go, both are not possible. Mind can perceive one. Say, when I'm talking. So I have that, the sense of duality. But when, say like this, when you are in deep sleep, can you think of something which you are interacting with someone? You cannot, like that. So when our mind is, even when we talk, say that's why somebody is driving, he should concentrate there. But what happens? Mind is scattered. We presume that we can do simultaneous things. But in practical world it may be possible. But ultimately, even there is no mind. Manasa amani bhavati. When mind becomes no mind, where is this world? So anyway, this is, it's all creation of Mother, that's good. Okay. See, it is like that, Swamiji gave that example. The lamp by the light of which one forges a name and another writes a check for $1,000 for famine, shines on both, knows no difference. See, that is the standpoint. But when a person is doing it, he is doing. We cannot deny it. Light knows no evil. You and I make it good or evil. This is our standpoint. That's why we like something we don't like. You know that राग द्वेष विजुक्तेस्तु विषयान इंद्रियश्चरण आत्मवैश्यर विधेयात्मा प्रसादम अधिगच्छति. That is why we have this liking and disliking. We like something and we dislike something. It is sure. How we like and dislike? Because our senses are created like that. So a person with steady mind, he is bereft of such ideas. He has grown so much that it does not distract him. Say like this, two puppies are fighting. You are not affected by it. Why? For puppies, that is fighting, but you know it is playful. So a condition is there when you can grow to that strength where all this looks like Leela. You know, Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna was standing and two boatmen, they were fighting. And he looked at them so intensely. And one boatman bit the other. And Sri Ramakrishna cried. And Hriday came. What happened, Mama? They said nothing, they were fighting. And then Hriday saw the imprint of that hand who beat. You see, if we identify with it, yes, it is there. Even, see, like the thing is in our day-to-day life also. If we identify with something, yes, we are in pain. No doubt about it. But there is a way or there is a stand where we can outgrow this. Liking, disliking. Sukheshu anudbigna mana. Dukheshu anudbigna mana. Sukheshu bigata spriya. That's why a stable mind is not affected by any misery. It will come as if it is coming, but he is not affected by it. Dukheshu anudbigna, sukheshu bigadaspriya. And he is not affected by sukha, that means happiness. Vitaraga. So he whose mind is not shaken by adversity, who does not hanker after happiness, who has become free from affection, fear and wrath, is indeed the Muni of steady wisdom. So this is what happens to him. We cannot say from our standpoint. We are to outgrow and to be there to say whether it is happening or not happening. Say, we can understand from our standpoint, when we are awake, we are shattered by so many conflicting ideas and struggle. But what happens to us when we go to deep sleep? All these become non-existent. Now, how can I tell from here what happens in my deep sleep? And how can I say from my deep sleep state what was happening in my waking state? So these are two different standpoints. If one outgrows this, then what happens only he can tell, whether this is happening or not happening. So Sri Ramakrishna used to talk with people, and all of a sudden he goes to Samadhi. What happens to him? And somebody asked, could you kindly teach us this, what you call Samadhi? So, how that can be? Even for, say, secular knowledge, for engineering or, say, medicine, one has to devote so much of time. Not only time, time, energy, and dedication, then only one masters. And here there should not be any even the fascio, that little sticking thread that is remaining. Then you cannot thread the needle. So their mind is so subtle. That mind becomes so pure, that mind becomes no mind. Then Sri Ramakrishna says, Shuddha man, pure mind, Shuddha intellect, pure intellect, and Shuddha Atma is one and the same. When everything is purified, what remains? Then there is no sense of duality. This we can only imagine. As of now, it is difficult to even understand. So, very good. Now let us just enumerate how the mother worship is done in 9 days. One is called Shailaputri. One is called Brahmacharini, the first day. I worship the one who can attain or fulfills one's wishes, who is adorned with a crescent moon on her head as an ornament, riding on a bull, holding a trident. O goddess Shailaputri, the illustrious one, I bow to you. Then Brahmacharini, another, the second day. This is the various names. Mother has infinite number of names, infinite number of characters and forms. Mother is everything, and Mother is manifesting in so many ways. Holding in her lotus-like hands a rosary, akshamala, and an aesthetic water pot, kamandalu. O Devi, shower your bliss on me, Goddess Brahmacharini, the uncomparable or the highest one, I bow to thee. Then comes third, Chandraghanta. So all these are various forms. And you can find, like a mother who is riding on something, maybe on donkey and whatnot, everything. The one riding on a tiger, who is displaying severe anger on the wicked, accompanied by the weapons. Again, wicked is also her. In the same Chandi, what mother says? Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu. In all being, Vishnu Mayeti Sanstita. I reside as the Maya of Vishnu, in all being. And in all being, I am the consciousness. So where to find mother? In all being, I am the intelligence. In all being, I am the sleep. So when you are sleeping, you know you are worshipping mother. And in all being, I am Shuddha. Shuddha means hunger. Because through hunger, she is sustaining this whole world. If you don't feel hungry and you don't eat, you cannot sustain yourself. So mother is hunger also. Then mother is chaya, like shadow. And then mother is Shakti, Shakti Rupena Sanstita. Mother is power. And we all the time curse Trishna. Trishna means desire, hankering for something. But mother is that also. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Trishna Rupena Samstita Namastasya 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 Namo Nama. Trishna, Tanha, desire. That is also mother. That's why play is going on. If you have no desire, you won't work. So creation cannot be sustained. Then Kshanti. Kshanti means forgiving. I am Kshanti. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu says Jati Rupen, in various categories. I am in categories, yes. So mother is everything. As we have seen in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan is everything. But if we take a part, then we are part. If we take the whole, then we are whole. Then mother is lajja rupena, bashfulness. Mother is shanti, peace. All being. She is saying, Ya Devi, that Devi who is in all being as peace, as bashfulness, is mother. I offer my pranam, and offer my pranam. Namaste, namo namah. Shanti rupena. Ya Devi sarvabhutesu shraddha rupena. Whatever one-pointed devotion, it is mother. Mother is present in that form also. Kanti rupena, we see a beautiful face. Even in dog you can see. Even wolf, beautiful. All these are expression of mother. Ya Devi sarvabhutesu Lakshmi rupena sanstita. That means all resources. It is mother who is expressing in so many forms. Mother is expressing in vritti rupena. Vritti means here how we earn our professional duties. Then smriti rupena. Ya Devi sarvabhuteshu smriti rupena sanstita. I offer my pranam to her who is residing as memory. See, if we don't have memory, what will happen? You will not go to your home. You will end up somewhere else. It's difficult. But Smriti also gives some pain also. All the time we think, wow, what he did or what he did not do that should have done. Then Daya Rupena, as compassion, its mother. Tushti Rupena. Tushti Rupena means satisfaction and happiness. Ya Devi sarvabhuteshu matri rupena sanstita. Mother is residing in all being as mother, not in female only. In all being she is presiding and residing. Matri rupena sanstita. Ya Devi sarvabhuteshu bhranti rupena sanstita. Confusion. So sometimes people come and some confusing thing. I say, Devi, thank you. Total confusion. So many things I cannot handle. I say, Devi, very good, thank you very much. Ya Devi sarvabhuteshu bhranti rupena sanstita. Bhranti means confusion or say misunderstanding. If there is no misunderstanding, there is no play. Oh, he said this. He should be punished. Or why he should do like this? So all confusion also, it is mother. Then Indriyanam Adhishtatri. Mother is residing as the presiding deity of all our senses. Bhutanam Chakileshu. Bhuteshu Satatam Tasya Vyapti Devvi Namo Namah. And Chiti Rupena Ya Krishnam Etat. So as consciousness, we witness all these. As witness, we witness all these are happening. Therefore, Chiti Rupena Ya Krishnam Etat Vyapya Charachara. That means she has pervaded the whole world by consciousness. In the form of consciousnness. I offer my pranam. I offer my pranam. I offer my pranam. So this is the prayer that is, and ultimately, that what I said, there are many more deities are there. Kushmanda, Shailaputri, Devi Kushmanda. With a pitcher, that means kalasha, filled with the divine nectar, Amrita, and another pitcher filled with blood, holding them with her lotus-like hands. O goddess Kushmanda, please do good to me. I bow to thee. Then Devi Skandamata, that means mother of Kartikeya. the one who is seated on a lion and riding the eternal one, lion and riding, the eternal one whose pair of hands are holding the lotuses. Please bring me good fortune always. Goddess Skandamata, the illustrious one, I bow to you. Then Devi Katyayani, holding the shining Chandrahasa sword in her hands, the one who rides on a lion as her Bahana. O Goddess Katyayani, Devi, please bring the auspiciousness, the slayer of Danavas. So, if you have Danavas, the slayer is also there. If somebody Hamas, then Israel is also there. So, all this duality. The one, then comes Kalaratri. O the one with single braid of hair, adorned with hibiscus flowers around her ears, naked, wearing directions as clothes, present on a donkey. You say, mother is riding on donkey? Yes, mother is everything. Okay. Whose lips are long. Lips are long. She became Asura. The blood, when blood would spill, then 1,000 more Asuras would come. So how to handle that? So mother stressed her tongue and would drink all that blood so that nothing falls on the ground. All these very difficult to read even. I used to read there. One devotee said, Swami, now I feel like I go to market and kill everybody. So it is so ferocious. Whose left leg is adorned with metal thorny coils like a creeper as her ornament. The one who increases prosperity, the one in dark blue color, the goddess Kalaratri, the terrible one, to the wicked I bow to you. Then comes Gauri Mahagauri. One with the complexion riding on bull, wearing white colored garments, the pure one, goddess Mahagauri, please bestow me the auspiciousness by your blessings, the one who delights the Mahadevi, God Shiva, I bow to thee. Then Siddhidatri, last one, thankfully. From the Siddhas, Gandharvas, Yakshas, Adhyas, Asuras, and Amaras. Asura means it is the same progeny, Sura and Asura. Within us also we have demonic and also divine powers. So whatever is expressed, it is both of the same entity. So Asuras and Amaras, Suras, who is served by these all always, please bestow me those siddhis with your mercy, the giver of siddhis, goddess Siddhidatri. Now I'll read a little from Swamiji. This is very important. This will solve all our questions. Why can we not say that to misery? There is a story, small story. Pleasure will come, good. Who forbids? Pain will come, welcome that too. Pleasure will come, good. Who forbids? Pain will come, welcome that too. A mosquito was sitting on a bull's horn. Then his consciousness troubled him, and he said, my Mr. Bull, I have been sitting here a long time. Perhaps I annoy you. I'm sorry. I'll go away. But the bull replied, oh no, not at all. Bring your whole family and live on my horn. What can you do to me? So, Why can we not say that to misery? It's difficult. But we don't want to say. Okay, come along, all your misery. Sit on my horn. To be brave is to have faith in the mother. To be brave is to have faith in the mother. I am life, I am death. She is the whole shadow. She is the whole. No, it is whose shadow is life and death. Mind it. It is whose shadow is life and death. Life and death is not different. It's only her shadow. Why to be frightened? She is the pleasure in all pleasure. She is the misery in all misery. If life comes, it is the mother. If death comes, it is the mother. If heaven comes, she is. If hell comes, there is the mother. Plunge in. We have not faith. We have not patience to see this. We trust the man in the street, but there is one being in the universe we never trust, and that is God. So we always want to have what is pleasurable. But He knows what is good for us. Sometimes He'll give pleasure, and it's good. It hurts your ego. That's good. We trust Him when He works just our way. But the time will come when, getting blow after blow, the self-sufficient mind will die. In everything we do, the serpent ego is rising up. Serpent ego. I am doing this. I am saying this. I am speaking like this. It is serpent ego. We are glad that there are so many thorns on the path. They strike the hood of that cobra. So, opposition, welcome. Thank you very much. Last of all will come self-surrender, when we shall be able to give ourselves up to the mother. If misery comes, welcome. If happiness comes, welcome. Then, when we come up to this love, all crooked things shall be straight. There will be the same sight for the Brahmin, the Pariya, and that the Gita shloka is there. Pariya and the dog. Until we love the universe with same-sightedness, with impartial, undying love, we are missing again and again. But then all will have vanished, and we shall see in all the same infinite eternal mother. Vidya Vinaya Sampanni Brahmani. The Brahman who has learning, that means high class Brahman, and who with all the learning he has humility, not pride. Vidya Vinaya Sampanni Brahmani. Gavi, Gau. Gau means cow. Hastini, elephant. Shuni Chaiva, in dogs. Shuni Chaiva. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavi Hastini Shuni Chaiva Swapakecha. Panditaha Samadarshina. Panditaha Samadarshina. That means a knower of self has same-sightedness with the high-class Brahmin, even dog, even Pariya, all are same to that one. As mother said, Amjad is my son, as Sharat is my son. Can you imagine? Amjad was a highwayman, and Sharat, the Brahmagya, her child. Both are her child. And mother said, a mother of good, a mother of evil, a mother of bad also. So, mother is one, good, evil, all these are Only her creation. It is her play. So, this is mother worship. We worship mother. Not evil or good or whatever. These are on our way. So, on this season of mother worship, my salutations to that Divine Mother who is playing in and through all of us. It is Mother who alone exists. Thank you. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tatsat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Thank you, because you are all mother. Thank you very much.